Hey everyone. So it's Friday, it's prep day, and wow, what a day. So I am trying 2 new recipes, new to me anyhow. I'm trying some Indian dal with spinach. I made a, it might be too hot, I made a pumpkin chai cake. And the icing for this cake calls for, it's buttered, it's kind of like a maple butter frosting. I didn't feel like opening a fresh jar of maple syrup, but I did have in the refrigerator a jar of our hickory syrup that we made a couple of years ago. And if you've never had hickory syrup, it is so good. It just has a nutty flavor to it, and the longer it sits, like this jar is about 2 years old. You can see it here. The longer it sits, the more nuttier it tastes. Anyhow, I didn't feel like opening a jar of that, so I'm just using that. And then, of course, I'm in the middle of making this frosting, and fortunately, it was almost to the end when my electric hand mixer just took a dump. So I'm going to finish it by hand, just stir it up. I tasted it. It tastes really good. So I picked these 2 recipes because I'm trying to use up staples that we have in our pantry. When I canned pumpkin, I go overboard on canning pumpkin, and I really need to start using up some of the pumpkin that we have. So this was a perfect recipe, and the Indian dal with spinach uses some lentils and some tomatoes. So I'm really trying hard to use up a lot of the staples that we have here in the pantry. But it's been a busy day. It is good. Last night I was up, I set the alarm, I got up every 2 hours to go check on a lamb. That it was definitely going to happen. I'm hoping this is done. You know, up every 2 hours, nothing. Get up this morning, the lumberjack went to work around 5:30, nothing, but it was snowing, and it's been snowing all day. Fortunately, it's cold, but it's not the windy, frigid cold that we had before. So, you know, I went up this morning around 9 o'clock, got out to do the chores, and went up, nothing. She's still just obviously going to have the lamb, but hasn't yet. And I come down the hill to do the chores, down the hill, grabbed their bucket of food, went up the hill, and boom, there's a baby, just like that. So, you know, I'm glad that it went that smoothly. This is Bridget. She's at one of our Katahdin ewes, and this is her first delivery. So I'm really happy that she had no problems. I just went up there, and there's this beautiful chocolate brown little lump laying on the ground. The bad news is she was not as impressed with that little chocolate brown lump as I was. I spent 3 hours up there this morning. I had to clean the baby up. I had to get it warm. She wanted absolutely nothing to do with it. She totally abandoned it. I got her to latch on a couple of times by force, but we're still going to have to get some colostrum and get it in her. And she's in the living room now in a cage. And it was a ewe. She had a little ewe lamb. And, you know, so we're just going to have to bottle feed it. And Bridget, the mama, she'll get one more try. Sometimes, you know, their first ones, they are confused and they're scared and have no idea what to do with it. So we usually give them a second chance, especially if they deliver as great and smoothly as she did. That's the kind of a lamb we want to keep around, but we do need ones that will be mamas too. So she'll get a second chance. Anyhow, this is what we're having for our Shabbat meal tonight. Tomorrow we're going away for the day, and in the evening we're meeting some friends for dinner. But I wanted to try this with you. So one of my very first videos on YouTube was these pickled white grapes. And I gotta be honest with you, I had never even tried them. I absolutely even forgot they were in the refrigerator. We were to have company, and I was gonna make a charcuterie board with it, but that got changed because of the weather, and I forgot they were there. So I pulled these out today. You can see onions in there and all kinds of spices and a vinegar. And I thought, you know, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it, and then with you. And then I thought, I wonder what this would be like in our dal. So we'll see. They are pickly. Tangy. but they're sweet. They're really good. But before I dump them in this doll, I'm going to put a little bit on the plate. And I'm going to put a couple raisins with it. You hear the baby? We can't feed her until the lumberjack gets home because we're not in milk with our goats right now, so we're going to have to buy some. So here goes. I'm going to try it. I don't want to add them in case it's nasty. I'm not real sure. I mean, I don't mind it, but I feel like the doll has so much flavor as it is that adding the pickled raisins, golden raisins, might just be a little bit too much flavor. But we're going to put it over rice, so that's, and we'll put sour cream on top of it, and that'll help to make it a little milder. I may add a couple of them to the actual dish and then leave the rest of them sit out, and we can put them on as we choose. But yeah, it's not bad. Those pickled golden raisins are delicious. I can just really imagine them with some cheese and crackers and bologna. So that's it. That's what we're having for Shabbat this week. Some Indian dal and rice and pickled raisins and a pumpkin chai cake with a hickory maple frosting. So yeah, that's it. I think we might try to do a video. We might make some more hickory syrup, and we'll probably do a video and show you how we do it. It's really simple. It's not like tapping trees. It's more like making a tea and then cooking it all down into a syrup with sugar that you have to add. So that's it, guys. I hope you have an amazing day, a wonderful weekend ahead, and we'll see you next time. Shabbat Shalom.